Hello everybody, Harry Ride here. I'm just at the start of my usual commute to work, and it's a lovely day. First day in the morning in terms of a commute that I've been able to wear my summer gloves. And I thought I'd talk about this. So I've put on the bigger windshield onto the Vespa. I've had it on for a week and a bit, something like that. And I wanted to give it a little bit of time before I could work out what the pros and cons were. So getting it actually connected was quite easy once I understood what I had to do. Which is, with me, usually a case of looking on the internet on YouTube to find out how to change this, that or the other to get things right. But essentially these are the standard connectors down here, and then there's these two other connectors which connect underneath the stems of the mirrors. Once you've got the mirrors sorted out and everything done there, it is pretty sturdy. And basically this is a marvellous addition to the bike. Might not make it look as good, or some people might say it makes it look more traditional. I don't know. But the wind is completely taken off my chest and starts hitting me around about my chin. It makes riding much easier. But you may have recently heard quite a higher volume of wind noise, and that's because all of the wind is getting pushed up against the helmet. So that's my one issue with it. I have to wear earplugs, or I've even been trying out putting my iPod in and wearing those buds, and that's worked out pretty well actually. At higher speeds I can't hear any of the music, mind, but not too much of an issue. So that's my only issue with it. Increased wind noise, and depending on where I put my head, it's either a low bass type noise, or there's a whistling noise as well if I lift up a little higher. I did fill up for the first time, having used this windshield for a full tank, and was extremely pleasantly surprised to find that I hit my best ever miles per gallon. Gone up from my average of 75 to 79.5 miles per gallon. And 2 of those days was my general commute, just like this. 15 miles there, 15 miles back. And the other day was a trip over to Skipton, near Skipton, to the Route 59 cafe, which is again about a half an hour journey, and then from there through to Ilkley, where I filled up. So I get the benefits of better ability to side through the wind, much less wind resistance, clearly. In terms of miles per gallon, as well as on my chest, so it helps me for my back, because I often get a bit of shoulder pain shoulder blade pain, and I thought it was to do with the way that I'm sat on the bike. But from some stuff that I've read and watched, it seems that that might be to do with wind resistance and me having to fight the wind resistance. It especially comes up on a late afternoon when I'm returning home from work. So overall, I'm really happy with this. It only cost me 20 quid from the person who used to own this bike. It's got some pretty crappy paint job on the inside of it, and it had a sticker on the front which I didn't really like, so I removed that and pretty much scuffed up the front of it. So it doesn't look particularly good, but it does the job. Anyway, that's my review for today. So, a larger, medium-sized windshield for the Piaggio Vespa GTV 300ie via Monte Napoleone. It's a bit of a mouthful, that, isn't it? Anyway, I'll concentrate on my journey here now. I've got my high heat on my hot grips on, because I can feel the chill in the morning air coming through of my summer gloves. But the high heat is absolutely fantastic. Brilliant addition to any bike if you're doing any colder travel, colder climate travel. Ta-ra!